everybody. Welcome back to Astrology and this week's Snapshot of the Sky. This is an interesting week because we have a mixed energy. The last several weeks we've had some pretty positive energy, notwithstanding the fact that Venus had a difficult aspect with Pluto and Mars had a difficult aspect with Neptune last week. The last couple of weeks have been pretty good. There's been a lot of good energy. This week we do have a continuation of that, especially the next 2 days. The Sun and Mars are aspecting Jupiter. So it's a good time to get together with friends, good time to get together with people who have like-minded interest and do something, give something of yourself to something bigger than yourself. So if you have a cause that you support, do something to support that. If you're in a group or an organization that helps people, do something to make your activity or your organization thrive this week. If you get together with people who are like-minded and you put your energies towards a goal of sharing, showing that you care, uplifting, anything positive like that, you'll feel very satisfied. You'll feel like you're making a difference, and that's important. It's also a good week to expand your knowledge, expand your sense of knowing what types of activities are important for you and growing in those activities so that you have all the information that you can possibly have to make your situation the best that it can be. It's generally a good time for expanding your knowledge and your awareness this week. So, and with Mars trine Jupiter, it's a good time to take some action that puts you in a good place with regard to other people. It's a good time to work with people towards a bigger goal. So, in that respect, the Sun and Mars are giving you good energy to create a connection with people based on shared interest and shared ideas. However, all that being true, later on in the week, we have a major challenge when the Sun squares Pluto. Pluto is the planet that deals with change at the deepest level, and sometimes it's difficult to affect this change. And this is a week when we might have to face the fact that something that we've been working on is not holding up. It's not effective. It's not doing what we want it to do. And we're not getting the response that we want from the people who we want to impact. There may be power struggles this week. There may be a sense of feeling like you are fighting against something that is too strong and you may feel like you want to give up. The challenge is to purify your intentions. Quite simply, if you are struggling against something, make sure your intentions are right. If you have positive intentions and you're including as many people as possible in what you want to make happen, then you will find a new way to approach it if the way that you have been previously approaching it proves to be not effective. So it's a way of the universe saying, look, we can't just give it to you like this. You got to rework it. And you have to make sure that you're thinking about this and approaching this with the highest and best intentions for everyone involved. It can't be just about what you want. And we have to accept that sometimes, even with our best intentions, there are people who work at cross purposes to us. They do things that don't really match what we're trying to do. And there may not be anyone who's wrong. It may be just that you're working towards one goal or one direction, and then someone else comes along and they're working for something completely different, and the two clash. In a case like that, you have to sort of step back, reevaluate, take a breather from whatever it is that you're focused on. Realize that there's the potential for you to become fixed and obsessed on getting your way or having what your point of view is prevail. And when you look at it and see that there's all these dynamics that are mixed up and these different motivations, the Buddha says sometimes you have good motivations and good intentions and that gets good results. Sometimes you have bad intentions and bad motivations that brings bad results. But there are also times when you have mixed motivations and mixed intentions, and so you get mixed results. And this may be a week when we have to face that there are not the results we want because we haven't had the clarified, purified intentions, motives, and understanding of all the dynamics that are at stake. Nothing to be afraid of, just be aware that life will ask you to really examine what are you doing and why you're doing it. If you can take being examined, tested, pushed, pulled, prodded, and not take it personally, then you are putting yourself in a position where you're saying to the universe, okay, I accept I don't know it all. I accept I don't have all the answers. I accept that there may be other points of view that although I don't see it that way, they still may be useful and they may have some value. And in any case, I can't have it my way, so I should be open to finding another way where everyone can feel like they're heard, they're seen, and that we can get something done anyway, despite whatever the blockages are. So that's coming more towards the end of the week, towards Thursday and Friday. You've got a couple of days where you can put yourself in good position by doing things that, as I said already, are about being of goodwill towards others and seeking out like-minded people. You know, it's always about knowing that we have to work together. It's knowing how to adapt. So you have good energy to help you adapt and to help you create something positive with other people over the next couple of days. Then towards the end of the week, we may have some challenges. But it's all good, and you will get through it, and you will learn, and you will purify, and you will clarify, and life will continue. It always does, right? And in that respect, there's one other aspect that I want to point out to you that we can look forward to. Venus goes into Taurus this week, and Venus is at home in Taurus. It is the ruler of Taurus. It also rules Libra, but in Taurus, Venus gives us the opportunity to simply enjoy the simple things. So plan to go out in this beautiful spring weather and walk. Plan to sit outside and have your favorite beverage. Plan to share a meal and listen to some music. Better yet, plan to go to a place where you can get a massage and maybe do it with your partner. This is a great time while Venus is in Taurus to just reaffirm the simple pleasures, the simple joys. It's also a time to do something positive with your finances because you can have your finances be stable with Venus and Taurus. So make good choices with your money and do things to enjoy simple pleasures and do some sensual things like, as I said, massage or meditation or yoga, things that connect your body and your mind and your spirit. Venus and Taurus is a really wonderful time to share and to touch and to feel like you are connecting in really positive positive ways that you can feel. So use this energy of Venus and know that you can touch people literally, and you can feel like you're sharing and you're giving something that people can receive, and you are mutually making life better for each other. Also, you can garden. Gardening is a great time. Beautifying anything is great while Venus is in Taurus. So, notwithstanding the challenges we have, there's some good energy too. So I wish you the best this week as always. And if you need a reading, you know where to reach us. On YouTube, Astrologic Astrology, Instagram, Astrologic Astrology, and our website is astrologicastrology.com. As always, we send you away with love and peace, and we say goodbye with the word namaste, which means simply the spirit in me recognizes and honors the spirit in you.